anything for you. You feel me?
Appreciate it.
You already know.
Yeah, so let's hop right into it. So yeah, talk about a time or a moment or a story where you've struggled and dealt with adversity in silence.
Yeah, for sure. So I had this big opportunity within my career last year. Once I made like the official announcement and everything kind of got rolling, I was going through a lot of different dynamics with friends and family that was very detrimental to my mental health and how I felt. And, you know, I felt betrayed in a lot of ways. I felt like people were disloyal and they felt like they could just take advantage of me and my moment, you know? So for a very long time, for most of the year, honestly, I was mostly just like keeping to myself and just like distancing myself away from everybody because it just felt like nobody could relate to what I'm going through, you know? The type of opportunity that I got within my career, not many people get, and it's not something that's, it's an unexplainable feeling and it's a nuance that isn't a common occurrence, you know? So I was definitely super duper anxious. I was definitely like filled with a lot of rage and angst, and it just felt like I was just alone in it all. Despite people being there, I still felt alone because it wasn't something relatable. Like I can't talk to them and have this regular conversation because the response would never be, it wouldn't ever be the right response. It wouldn't be something that's super tactful or like super considerate or, you know, just like it doesn't answer the questions of what I go through. So yeah, about this time last year was when I suffered in silence like the hardest recently.
I gotcha. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. So outside of like that specific moment, when you deal with, you know, your mental and emotional health, do you find yourself like dealing with that alone, like on a normal basis when you're going through things?
For the most part, yeah. I've definitely gotten better with reaching out to friends, reaching out to new friends on top of that. It's been a journey with processing all of my emotions and all of my thoughts from alone because that's all I've ever known for most of my life, you know. My family hasn't really been there for me. The only person that's really loved me in life like that unconditionally has been my mother, you know. The few friends that are there, again, still not enough relation, you know, anything from career to cultural differences. So I always felt like being alone was best for me, even when I didn't want to, because I was kind of forced to be alone, you know, between family and everybody else. Like I would always sit by myself at recess, you feel me? Like at the lunch table, I would sit by myself. But yeah, so I'm accustomed to doing things by myself and being alone, you know? Like in a lot of ways, even though it was something that I didn't like or gravitate to, I became accustomed to it, and I kind of started embracing being alone. And that's when, when you're alone, like that's like the worst time to just like, you know, be with yourself. It's like, you know, all these different things coming at you at once, and, you know, it's like the smallest thing to the biggest thing. Like they all hit you all at once, like when you're in the room by yourself for, you know, hours at a time. And yeah, it's been a journey, but I've definitely gotten better with, you know, going out, seeing people and, you know, having these conversations, getting on the phone and actually having some dialogue and actually having some, you know, interest in other things outside of my career and whatnot.
Yeah, I feel that. And so I know you said you've dealt with things alone a lot in your life, you know, as a kid, you know, all the way to your adult years.
Yeah.
Do you prefer dealing with things like alone, or do you wish you felt like, you know, people were there for you more than you feeling alone?
Yeah, for sure. I think anybody would prefer to not do things by themselves, but that unfortunately that's kind of not what life hands you. You know, that's not what you're given when you step onto this earth. Like, you learn how to handle all these things by yourself because there's going to be a time where nobody is there for you, you know? And for others, lasts a little bit longer, and it just, you know, it just becomes a lifestyle of being alone. You feel me? And it's not a happy place to be in. You know, I mean, there are times when you need like alone time, but like I think being alone like all the time, 24/7, not getting to talk to anybody, or you know, not trying to make friends and stuff like that, I think that's super unhealthy. And it's something that everybody should learn how to do, is just be around, like, you know, just be around good people and just understand like good character and being in better settings with people.
Yeah, I feel that. And so I guess for you personally, what would help make you feel less alone in those moments when you do?
What would help make me feel less alone is more consistency out of certain friends and family. You know, I would expect it more from my friends than my family, because we still don't have a good relationship like that. Even though I would like to grow and you know, start that up with them, I just know the disconnect is there. Whereas with my friends, they're more willing to listen to me and be a part of what I'm doing and actually care about my well-being and how my mom is doing and where I'm headed in life and stuff. So yeah, just a little bit more consistency on my friend's side of things. Like I would love for the effort to be reciprocated, because I feel like I do a good job with, well, not a good job, but a decent job, a fair enough job, reaching out to them and trying to, you know, encourage them to improve and, you know, be on their journey and like be supportive and whatnot, you know.
Yeah, I love that. So in today's society, anxiety and depression are, you know, common battles that, you know, people deal with on a daily basis, amongst other things. Do you find yourself dealing with either one of those? And if so, like, what does that look like, and how does that affect your daily life?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely lived with depression most of my life. It's funny because because I'm 31 now, around 27 when I started actually making a conscious effort to lose weight and, you know, become sober and whatnot, it was at that moment where I realized I lived most of my life in depression. Like elementary, middle school, high school, bits of college, you know. Like I literally lived in depression. Like it felt comfortable to be sad. It felt comfortable to be lost. It felt comfortable to be alone. And it was just like me staying at bay and just like making sure that I was just, you know, I was just good in that feeling, you know. And it just, that ain't the vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that ain't it. Within these last 4 years, I've definitely done some self-discovery on my personal development journey, and I just see like this is the happiest that I've ever been, and this is how I want to live my life from here on out. So yeah, I've experienced depression, anxiety and depression kind of come together sometimes. So I was living a lot through that as well. Anxiety today is more so along the lines of like stress levels from like, you know, the profession or you know, friendships that are kind of like falling through and stuff like that. Like that's kind of where anxiety lies. But outside of those two, I would say it's like rage / angst has been kind of the mental health issue that I've been dealing with within the past few years. Like I try my best not to be aggressive. I try my best not to be like violent in any type of way. Given the childhood that I've grew up in, it's like it's a fight or flight situation with me all the time, but that comes from the loneliness and, you know, the shunning of everything. So that's one thing that I'm slowly trying to heal myself in that department, because not everyone deserves rage, not everyone deserves like the disrespect just because I interpret something differently than somebody else. You know what I mean? So those are kind of the things that I've been like working on with like my rage and my angst.
Nice, I love that. So in those moments of rage, angst, anxiety, depression, all the things you go through / have gone through,
Yeah.
do you find it hard to reach out to people when you need help?
Not anymore. I feel like all of my friends are pretty much a call away, one way or another, or a text away, one way or another. We're all busy. I mean, we're all adults. We live our own lives. We earn the careers that we have. So I know we can't get like an immediate response, or they won't call they won't answer right there and then when I call. But nonetheless, I know they'll get back to me when they're able to, and they'll do like a full checkup on me. It's like, how is your mental health? How are you feeling? Are you drinking water? Everything from mental to physical. They always give a good checkup, and I'm always grateful for that. Because I didn't always have that growing up. I didn't have people like really caring about me. It's kind of just like they just love what I do, but not the person that I am. So yeah, I have a great support system nowadays.
I love that. I'm happy you do.
Thank you.
So in general, what type of effect do you think people have when they reach out to like their cohort, to their friends, family, and loved ones? What type of mental and emotional effect does that have?
Yeah, I think it's all uplifting. I feel like all of it, because it's not common to have somebody be like, hey, how are you? I see you doing great things, or like, I care about you. It's not common to hear that or receive a text like that every single day, So the fact that someone took time out of the day to think about me and be considerate enough to check on me and to care about my well-being and see where I'm at in life, like that means the world to me. That's like the ultimate compliment in being a human being and being part of this universe that we're all part of, So yeah, I think it can only go up from here. It's nothing but positivity, boosts the serotonin, gives you some confidence too, honestly. It's like, you might be stressed out about a test or whatever, or you might be stressed out about this job interview that you're about to have. But then, somebody's like, hey, I love you, you're a great person, I'm thinking about you, I can't wait to see you. That could change your whole mood towards, the interview or the test that you're about to have, Like, you're gonna go into it feeling like, you know everything, like you can take on the world, So it has a huge impact on people.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And do you personally think you could be better at reaching out and checking in on your people?
Definitely so. I think it's particular people that I could be better about reaching out to. And again, that boils down to like career and like, their personal life. Like, they might not always have the time to talk or have the time to text. But I never take that personal, because I understand that being the person that I am, and the people that I'm around. But I've definitely talked to a lot of other friends every single day, whether it's text or phone call or on social media, one way or another. Like, I stay up with people pretty consistently. So yeah, I would say it's just like particular people that I gotta be better with, honestly.
Yeah, I feel that. So I mean, that being said, is there any particular person that comes to mind that you've been putting off reaching out to?
Yeah, it's my best friend of 21 years. Damn, 21 years. My little brother Kyrie. I met him at 10 years old. Bro seen me come from a boy to a man. He seen me like when I started doing all the music stuff, when I started my entrepreneurship, when I started losing weight, gaining weight, all that, like all the ups and downs, he's been there. And he's truly a little brother to me. He's active duty in Virginia right now. I know sometimes it's hard to get in contact with him, but he's definitely someone that I've been meaning to hit up, because I've had a hectic 2 to 3 weeks, and I've been trying to make time for bro. He's definitely tried to contact me, but yeah, like he's someone that I definitely need to talk to.
Yeah. If you want to try calling right now, maybe leave him a voicemail.
Yeah, for sure.
Let him know how you feel.
Yeah, for sure. Right there are my favorites.
leave your message for 72525292124.
Yo, Kyrie, what's up, bro? You know this is Riaga. I haven't talked to you in a minute, bro, and I just wanted to tap in and check up on you and see how you're doing. I know you're doing great things in Virginia. I know you're going through your personal development. You're going through your journey right now, and I just wanted to tell you personally that I love you. I miss you. I'm always thinking about you, bro, and I can't wait to see you soon, bro. I know you're supposed to be coming back in like April and stuff, but yeah, my bad I haven't been answering or replying to your texts. You know, the past 2-3 weeks of my life have been crazy, but that's no excuse. I can't wait to talk to you, bro. Give me a call or text whenever you get this. All right, fam, I love you.
Love that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, thank you. I think I did it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. So yeah, as we wrap up, you know, given the subject matter and everything we talked about, what message would you have to the people, to the world, about just checking out on people?
Yeah, for sure. I would say always live in love. Always live in your value. Live in your infinite validation. Live in your purpose. Understand your purpose and understand for as long as you're here, you'll always mean something to someone. And your life is a reserved seat. It's just for you. And you should live it up to the fullest. And you should always want to keep going and moving forward because there's always something greater for you. And there's always going to be, there's always going to be a better version of you as well. So, yeah, keep on living.
Hey, Riaga, thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Okay.